loud like you own this place. Cheap talk hanging on your face. Boots too clean for a man that tough. Talking big but it ain't enough. I was sitting low with a glass half gone. Didn't plan to get pulled along, but you kept talking like you knew my name, like I was part of your little game. I said, son, you don't want to go this way. Some lines you don't cross just for play. You're talking to the wrong man tonight. One more word and it won't end right. Ain't no bluffing these eyes you see. I've been where you don't want to be. This ain't a game and I ain't your kind. You're pushing past a warning sign. Better step back while you still can, 'cause you're talking to the wrong man. You laughed it off, took one more step. Didn't know what you just met. Room went still, even cards went dead. Like the air knew what lay ahead. Bartender paused mid-pour in hand, like he's seen this before go bad. Some stories don't need to be told, they just unfold in a way too cold. I stood up slow, no need to shout. Some things get handled without a crowd. You're talking to the wrong man tonight. This road ends in a barroom fight. You don't see what's beneath this skin, but you're about to step right in. Ain't no hero, ain't no saint, just a man who does what you want. Better walk while you still can, 'cause you're talking to the wrong man. Chair slid back, boots hit the floor. That's the sound you don't ignore. One wrong move and it all goes south. Too late now to close your mouth. You were talking to the wrong man tonight. Now you're learning what that means in a fight. No more talk, no more pretend. This is where your story bends. Dust settles slow and it's all done. Another lesson for another young gun, and the silence says what it can. You were talking to the wrong man. Runs cheap, cards on the table, no one plays clean. Boots on the floor and eyes locked tight. You could feel something break tonight. Old piano man kept playing low, like he knew how this would go. One wrong word, one crooked grin, that's all it took to let hell in. Chairs start sliding, voices rise. You can see that fire in their eyes. No one wins tonight in this old saloon. Just broken pride and a deadly tune. Fist gonna fly and bullets might too. Ain't no telling what anger'll do. Blood on the floor and dust in the light. Every man thinking he's in the right, but when the smoke clears by morning light, no one wins tonight. Bottle got smashed, glass hit the ground. One man laughed, then another went down. Gun hit the table, silence snapped. Then the whole damn room collapsed. Tables flipped and windows cracked, no turning now, no going back. Brother turned on his own that night, couldn't tell wrong from right. Sheriff ain't here, no one to blame, just rage running through every vein. No one wins tonight in this old saloon, just shattered souls and a reckless feud. Shots ring out and the lights go dim, every man caught up in sin. Dust in the air and fear in sight, no one backing down from the fight. But when the silence swallows the night, no one wins tonight. Piano stopped dead and still, echo of a gunshot through the chill. Boots don't move, no one speaks, just the sound of regret running deep. No one wins tonight in this old saloon, just empty chairs by a broken moon. Too many cross that line tonight, too many gone in a barroom fight. Blood on the floor where legends fell, stories no one dares to tell. When the sun comes up it don't feel right, 'cause no one wins tonight. Wind rolls in through shattered glass, carries ghosts of the ones who passed. And that old piano won't play no more, just echoes of what we're fighting for. Dust on the wind and a blood-red sky, town went silent as he rode on by. Boots hit the ground like a warning sign, every soul felt trouble cross that line. Saloon door swung, but the music died. I stayed low, no one stepped outside. He tipped his hat, but his stare stayed cold, like a man with a debt long overdue and old. Old man whispered, don't you stay, that rider's got death in his way. Somebody ride, make a call to the sheriff, tell him the devil just walked into town. Ain't here for whiskey, ain't here for mercy, he's here to settle what's been going down. Hear those spurs like thunder on gravel, feel that silence cut like a knife. When the sun climbs high to high noon, only one man's walking out alive. Sheriff's been gone for a week or more, chasing shadows near the border war. Left this town with a fragile peace, now that calm's about to cease. Stranger stopped by the jailhouse gate, ran his hand where a badge once lay. Funny how time don't wash away sin, and he smiled like he'd always win. A woman cried, I know that face, that ain't a man you can outrun or chase. Somebody ride, make a call to the sheriff, tell him the past just came back around. Ain't no law gonna hold this fire when revenge starts burning a town. Hear those boots like judgment calling, every heartbeat starting to race. When the clock strikes down to high noon, ain't no man can outrun fate. Telegraph wire humming low, message tapped where the cold winds blow. Sheriff, you don't need to ride, the man you're chasing just arrived. Same shadow, same damn name. One seeks justice, one seeks flame. Ain't no use in calling the sheriff, he's already standing in the dust. One man bound by law and honor, one man driven by rage and distrust. Two sets of eyes but a single shadow, two quick draws in the burning sun. When the smoke cleared on that main street, only one man's story was done. Wine still rolls through that broken town, no one speaks of what went down. But near that jail where the shadows stand, there's two cold graves for the same damn man. Found it folded in my saddlebag, paper worn and ink run black. Postmark dated near a month ago, from a town I used to know. Hands start shaking as I read your name, Rosie, Lord, it hit like rain. I broke that seal with a heavy hand, didn't know if I could stand. Every word felt like a ghost from the girl I loved the most. It was a letter from Rosie, saying, why'd you leave me this way? Said the nights got cold and lonely, and the sky ain't felt the same. She wrote, I waited by that old porch light, hoping you'd come back one day. Now I'm holding words from yesterday that came too late to stay. She said the town still speaks my name, but not like it did before I changed. Said my shadow never left those streets, even though I chose to leave. Your old coat still hangs by the door, boot marks faded on the floor. I kept your side of the bed untouched. God, that line hurt too much. Every sentence cut so deep, like promises I couldn't keep. It was a letter from Rosie, saying I tried to understand. Said she prayed I'd find my way back, but life don't follow plans. She wrote, if you ever read this note, just know I gave my heart. Now I'm left of her and tearing it apart. Last line read, "Don't come back for me. I'm already where you used to be." Church bells rang in the distance slow, and suddenly I knew I was too late to go. It was a letter from a Rosie, from a world I can't return. Every word a quiet goodbye, every page a lesson learned. She waited long as she could wait, but time don't ever bend. Now I'm riding with her memory, I don't know how to end. Folded that letter, held it to my chest, like I could bring her back to rest. But the wind just took what I couldn't save and carried her name away. Walked in slow like I own the night, boots full of dust from a long hard ride. Saw you there by the barroom light, staring back like you knew my kind. Hat tipped low but I caught your grin, like trouble's where you've always been. Bartender asked, "What'll it be?" I said, "Pour one for them and one for me." You raised your glass, didn't say a word, but something in your eyes was heard. So I sent whiskey to the neighbor, didn't know your name or your danger. Just a spark in a room full of strangers, and a feeling I couldn't ignore. Could be love, could be trouble, could be fire we can't control, in a town where stories double. You never know how it goes. Chair pulled close, boots crossed slow. You said, "Funny how the wild winds blow." Voice like smoke with a hint of sin, like you lived where I ain't been. Cards were dealt but we didn't play, eyes did talking anyway. You leaned in close, said soft and low, "Some roads ain't safe to go." I should've walked, I should've known, but some kind of pull had taken hold. So I sent whiskey to the neighbor, let fate decide the night's behavior. Could be heaven, could be danger, could be gone before the dawn. Hearts don't think in places like this, truth gets lost in a midnight kiss, and every gamble starts like this before it all goes wrong. Door swung wide, cold wind blew in. Someone called out your name again. Your smile changed, your eyes went steel, like a past you didn't reveal. Gunshots far, just my mind, hard to tell. In a place like this, time you stood up fast, said, "Don't you wait," and vanished into fade. Now I sent whiskey to the neighbor, but your chair's still empty at the table. Was it real or just a fable? Was it danger, was it true? Still see your shadow in the light, still hear your voice some nights, in a town where wrong feels right. I still don't know you. still full where you once sat. Bartender said, don't think too hard about that. Some folks come, then fade away, like they were never meant to stay. Rode too far on a restless soul, chasing dust down a dead-end road. Hands worn out from holding pain, heart gone numb from years of strain. Sky stretched wide, but I felt so small, like I'd lost my way through it all. Then the wind cut through my pride, like a voice from the other side. Didn't know if I should turn around, but I heard something in that sound. It was the master's call in the dead of night, cut through darkness like a holy light. Said, lay it down, son, you've run too long. You don't have to fight this alone. Through the silence and the open land, I could feel a guiding hand. For the first time I let it fall, when I heard the master's call. Thought I had to carry it all myself, every scar, every kind of hell. But that voice said, let it go. You ain't meant to walk alone. Memories burn like desert heat, every wrong standing at my feet. But grace came riding through that night, like forgiveness dressed in light. Tears fell down in the quiet dust as I traded fear for trust. It was a master's call in the break of dawn, said you're not too far gone. Every road you took in pain can still lead you home again. Through the silence of that open sky, I let go of who I'd been inside, and I stood where I once would fall, when I heard the master's call. No thunder rolled, no fire fell, just a peace I'd never felt. Like the weight of years just slipped away, with every word I couldn't say. It was the master's call in my darkest hour, turned my weakness into power. Said, stand back up, you're still my own. You were never walking alone. Now the road feels different somehow. Now I found grace where I used to fall, when I heard the master's call. Sun rose slow on a brand new day, and I finally found my way. Still riding, but not alone, headed somewhere I can call home. Rode past miles I once ran from, dusty roads and the things I'd done. Every turn felt like deja vu, like the past was riding too. Old rail tracks and a broken sign marked the edge of another time. Heart beat slow as I crossed that line, back where I left my life behind. Didn't know what I'd find or see, if that town still remembered me. I'm riding back to Tulsa, where my story first began, with a past I couldn't outrun and a soul in my own hands. Every mile feels like redemption, every breath like a second chance. I ain't the man who rode out, I'm the one who came back. Main Street looks just the same, but I swear it don't feel that way. Faces turn, but they don't quite know the man I was ain't the one they show. That old porch still creaks at night, like it's waiting for a wrong made right. I stood there longer than I should, hoping somehow I still could. Every step felt heavy still, like forgiveness ain't my will. I'm riding back to Tulsa with the weight of who I'd been. Every scar tells a story of the places I've been in. But the road don't judge your footsteps, it just leads you where you stand. And I finally understand why I had to come back again. Wind rolled soft through the evening air, like it knew I was standing there. No voices spoke, no hands reached out, but I felt peace without a doubt. I came back to Tulsa, not the boy who rode away, but a man who faced the darkness and finally chose to stay. Every mile led me homeward, every wrong helped me see you can lose yourself in the wild, but still come back and be free. The sun went down on that old dirt road, but I didn't feel alone, 'cause home ain't where you start your life, it's where you finally belong. Night fell quiet on the open lane, no more blood on these worn out hands. Wind rolled soft like it knew my name, but not quite like it used to sound. Fires burn where the past once stood, ashes drifting where I once could. Every road that I rode too far led me back to where we are. In the silence, I swear I heard more than just the whispering words. It was a voice from the other side, calling low through the midnight sky. Said you don't have to carry it all, you can finally lay it down. Through the echoes of all I've done, through the weight of the setting sun, there's a peace I can't deny in that voice from the other side. Heard a laugh like a long-lost friend, felt a touch I can't comprehend, like the ones I lost along the way, never really went away. Rosie's words in the desert breeze, share a shadow in the trees. Ghosts don't haunt like they used to do, now they feel like they're pulling me through. Every regret, every tear I cried, faded out in that quiet night. It was a voice from the other side, soft as truth I used to hide, saying, son, you paid your dues, you don't have to run no more. Through the silence and the pain I knew came a light I was walking to, and I finally closed my eyes to that voice from the other side. No more riding against the wind, no more fighting what's within, just a road that feels like home, even if I walk alone. It was a voice from the other side, guiding me where the lost ones lie, not in darkness, not in fear, but somewhere calm and clear. All the miles, all the broken years, all the weight just disappeared, and I left it all behind with that voice from the other side. The wind don't howl like it used to cry, stars burn softer in the sky, and somewhere past the edge of night, everything feels right. Rode out young with a reckless flame, didn't care about the cost or the name, dust in my boots and a heart of stone, thought that road was mine alone. Left behind what I couldn't face, every promise I couldn't chase, didn't look back, didn't slow it down, just a wild soul leaving town. But miles don't lie and time don't wait, every road writes its own fate. I ain't the man who rode out with fire in his veins, and no doubt that boy got lost in the mile somewhere, left a shadow hanging in the air. Now I walk with a different stride, carry truth I used to hide. I paid my dues through blood and doubt, I ain't the man who rode out. Seen hard nights and harder days, felt that cold in 1,000 ways. Every scar got a story to tell, every wrong left a mark as well. Tried to run but it followed me, every ghost, every memory. Turns out you can't outride your soul, no matter how far you go. Truth hits hard when the road gets still, and silence speaks what you never will. I ain't the man who rode out, chasing glory and living loud. That life burned fast and faded thin, left me standing where I begin. Now I stand where I once would fall, hear the past but it don't control. I found my way through loss and doubt, I ain't the man who rode out. If I could meet that boy every mile and every scar made me who I really are. I ain't the man who rode out, but I'm stronger now, no doubt. Every step brought me back somehow to the man I'm standing as now. No more running, no more fear. I face the truth and I'm still here through every road that wore me down. I ain't the man who rode out. Sunset slow on a different soul, one that finally feels whole. Still riding, but I see it clear. I know who I am from here. Didn't plan on walking in that door, just needed one drink, maybe one more. But there you were in a white dress glowing, and my whole damn world stopped going. Lantern light on your golden hair, laughing like I was never there. Man beside you holding your hand, like he don't know what we once had. Should've turned around, should've walked away, but I stayed and watched you change your name. It's the night I regret in this old saloon, watching you say I do too soon. Every word like a shot straight through a life I thought I had with you. Glass in my hand, but I can't feel nothing. Crowd all cheering, my heart just running from a past I let slip away on the night I regret. Piano played like a cruel old joke, every note just made me choke. You danced slow under whiskey light, while I drowned in that broken night. Saw your eyes for a second there. Did you see me standing there? Was I just another ghost from a love you left the most? I raised my glass, but I couldn't drink. Too many words I couldn't speak. It's the night I regret in this old saloon, watching someone else hold you. Every laugh just cut me deep, like promises we couldn't keep. Should've fought, should've stayed, should've tried. Now I'm just another man outside of the life that slipped away on the night I regret. Swung open, cold wind blew. I almost walked, but I stayed for you. One last look before you were gone, before that chapter was carved in stone. It's the night I regret in this old saloon, where I lost what I held too soon. Every step that I didn't take led me here to this heartbreak. Now the music fades, but the pain won't rest. So night I let you slip away. Empty glass and a broken chair, your laugh still hanging in the air, and that white dress I can't forget from the night I regret. Word got around before the sun went down, there's a new kind of fire riding into town. Boots hit dust like a rhythm and sound. They called her Miss Molly in town. Dress cut sharp with a midnight sway, eyes like she's got secrets to say. Every man tried looking away, but nobody could that day. She don't smile unless she means it, and when she does, you feel it. Miss Molly in town got the whole place turning, hearts start racing and the whiskey's burning. Every step got trouble tied around. When Miss Molly's in town, she don't need no crown to rule the night. Got that look that starts a fight. One wrong move and you're going down. When Miss Molly's in town, sat by the bar like she owned the room, laugh cut through like a loaded tune. Some men rise and some men doom. When she walks, you feel it soon. Cards hit hard but no one played right. Too busy caught in her spotlight. One poor fool tried to test that flame, didn't walk out the same. She leaned in close, said soft and slow, boy, you don't know what you don't know. Miss Molly in town got danger in motion, a little bit of fire, a little devotion. Every glance like a loaded round. When Miss Molly's in town, she don't chase, she lets you fall. Got that spell that takes it all. One wild night and you're forever bound to Miss Molly in town. Some say she left before the dawn, some say she was never gone. Just a story passing through, leaving chaos in her view. Miss Molly in town still got 'em talking, boots still echo where she was walking. No one knows where she's bound, but they feel her when she's around. She's a spark, you can't outrun a loaded game that's never won, and every man still hears that sound. When Miss Molly came to town. Hung low on a broken sky, wind cut cold through the plains that night. Fence posts creaked like they knew his name, a rider riding with no flame. Cattle stirred but they wouldn't cry, dogs went still as he passed on by. No hoof print left in the dust behind, just a shadow that don't unwind. Old folks say don't look too long Some souls ride when they done went wrong. There's a ghost rider in the ranch tonight, drifting slow in the pale moonlight. No breath, no voice, no soul to save, just a man riding past his grave. Hear them spurs, but they don't ring true, like they echo from something you can't undo. If you see him, don't meet his eyes. He ain't living, but he still rides. Barn door swung though the wind stood still. Lantern flickered on the hill, brand on his coat from a life gone wrong, like he's been gone far too long. Some say he was a rancher's son, turned outlaw with a loaded gun. Betrayed his blood for gold and pride, now he's cursed to forever ride. They buried him where the dry winds moan, but the ground won't claim what won't atone. There's a ghost rider in the ranch tonight, circling slow in the dead of night. No rest, no peace, no final breath, just a man out running death. Hear that silence scream his name, like the past still feeds the flame. If you hear hooves when the sky turns black, don't turn around, he's at your back. Some swear they saw him at break of dawn, fading out as the night was gone. But near that fence where the shadows stay, you can still feel him pass your way. There's a ghost rider in the ranch tonight, bound by sin and a cursed fight. No heaven's door, no hell below, just endless trails he's doomed to roam. Hear them hooves in the midnight air, say a prayer if you see him there. Once you cross that rider's path, you don't outrun the aftermath. Wind still howls through that broken land, like it carries a damned man's hand. And every night when the cold winds rise, that ghost rider still rides. Eight-mile road and a tank half full, sky stretched wide like a silent pool. Dust kicks up where the tires roll, just me and a restless soul. Left that town with no goodbyes, too much truth in those old lies. Rear view mirror don't say a word, but it shows me everything I heard. Every mile puts space between the man I was and what I've seen. Down that 8-mile road I ride, leaving ghosts on either side. Every turn feels like a choice between the silence and the noise. Ain't no map for where I'm bound, just a heartbeat and this sound of tires humming through my doubt. On that 8-mile road out. line. Time don't stop, but it slows your mind. Every sign just fades away, like the things I couldn't say. Radio plays some old regret, songs I wish I could forget. But the road don't let you lie, it just lets you wonder why. Wind rolls in like a voice I know, saying, you reap what you sow. Down that 8-mile road I ride, with my past I can't deny. Every mile takes a piece of me, sets another part free. No clear end and no clear start, just this weight inside my heart, and the truth I can't outrun underneath that setting sun. Maybe somewhere down this line I'll make peace with what's mine. Or maybe roads just never end, they just bend and bend again. Down that 8-mile road I ride, not the same man deep inside. Every scar and every doubt built the man who's riding now. No more running, no more fear, just the truth that brought me here. And the road that wore me down turned me into who I am now. 8-mile road fades into night, tail lights glow in a fading light, and somewhere past what I can see, there's a place that waits for me. Bartender poured me one too strong, said, you've been sitting here too long. I just laughed and shook my head, ain't got nowhere else instead. You sat down right next to me, said, man, you don't look like you're free. I said, nah, just passing through. But I guess you saw right through. I said, you ever lose something real, something time don't ever heal? She is with my friend now, yeah, that's how it goes. One day you're holding her close, next day you're drinking alone. He don't know what we've been through, or the nights she held on to. And I'm sitting here trying not to break down, 'cause she's with my friend now. Told you about that summer rain, how she danced like she felt no pain. Every laugh, every little fight, God, we burned so damn bright. You said, man, that's rough, I know. Poured another, said, take it slow. But some stories don't slow down, they just spin you around. I said, funny how things can change, lose it all and no one's to blame. She is with my friend now, and I don't know what to say. Saw him driving past last night, I just looked the other way. He's got his hand where mine once stayed, living dreams we never saved. And I'm stuck here trying to drown it all out, 'cause she's with my friend now. Door swung open, cold wind came in. I didn't turn, but but I felt it then. Room went quiet, you stopped mid-word, like you saw something I ain't heard. I looked up slow, and there they were, laughing like I never mattered to her. Yeah, she's with my friend now, right there in front of me. Same smile I used to know, but it ain't meant for me. I raised my glass, but my hand just shook. Couldn't stand the way they looked, so I turned away, tried not to fall down, while she's with my friend now. Bartender said, "You alright, son?" I said, "Yeah, just pour me one." Some things you just don't talk about when she's with your friend now. Dust in the air and the crowd ran loud. Friday night with a wild rodeo crowd. Boots on the ground and a band playing low. That's the night I met her at the rodeo. She had that laugh like a summer wind, eyes that pulled you right on in, leaning on that old fence rail. Like a story I was bound to tell. Didn't know her name just yet, but I knew she'd be hard to forget. I met her at the rodeo, under those neon lights, where the wild ones come alive. On Friday night, one look and I was done. Yeah, I already knew that girl was trouble I'd run into. From the moment that she smiled my way, nothing else mattered from that day. Yeah, life changed more than I could know when I met her at the rodeo. We danced slow by the pickup line, talked about dreams like we had all night. She said, "You ain't from around here, are you?" I said, "No, but I might stay for you." Fireworks lit up the midnight sky. She leaned close and time went by. Felt like something I couldn't explain, like sunshine mixed with rain. Some nights just don't let go, and this one carved into my soul. I met her at the rodeo, where the wild hearts run, where the dust meets fire and the night's just begun. One kiss and the world spun slow, right there at the rodeo. Every laugh, every look she gave still echoes like a song that stays. Yeah, some moments never let you go, like the night I met her at the rodeo. Don't know where that road went wrong, or why it didn't last too long, but some things ain't meant to stay. They just change you along the way. I met her at the rodeo, and still see her now, in every song, in every crowd. Some loves burn bright, then fade too slow, like that night at the rodeo. Every mile and every road I roam still leads me back to that moment I know. Yeah, I carry it wherever I go. The night I met her at the rodeo. Dust still rises when I close my eyes, hear her laugh in the midnight sky. And no matter where this life may go, I met her at the rodeo. Saloon doors swinging, the music's loud, boots hitting rhythm in a whiskey crowd. Lights burn low, but she lights it up, like fire rising in a silver cup. Every head turns when she hits that floor, like they've all seen her once before. But no one moves the way she leans. They call her the saloon's dancing queen. She don't chase, she don't wait in line. She just moves and steals your time. She's the dancing queen of this old saloon, spinning hearts to a midnight tune. Every step got a story to tell, and a little taste of heaven and hell. Boots on fire and a fearless swing. She don't need no diamond ring. Every cowboy knows what it means when she moves like a dancing queen. Bartender smiles, says there she goes, like she's part of the show he knows. Cards get dropped and drinks go still when she bends to her own free will. One young gun tried to take her hand, thought he had her all well planned. She just laughed and slipped away, left him staring where she swayed. She leaned in close, said soft and clean, you don't catch a dancing queen. She's the dancing queen of this wild night. Every move starting sparks and fights, got that rhythm you can't outrun, like a loaded beat from a smoking gun. No one owns her, no one can. She's a story no one understands. Every heart caught in between when she moves like a dancing queen. Some say she'll leave before the dawn, some say she's already gone, just a shadow in the neon glow that nobody ever really knows. She's the dancing queen of this old saloon, still burning bright by a fading moon. Every night she rewrites the scene, like a legend no one's ever seen. Boots still echo on wooden floors, ghost of a girl they all adore. chases dreams of the saloon's dancing queen.
Sun ain't up, but the sky's turning gray. Suitcase packed, I'm on my way. Didn't sleep, just watched the night fade into this leaving light. Your door's closed, I didn't knock. Didn't trust myself to stop. Some goodbyes don't need a sound, they just happen when no one's around. If I stayed, I'd lose my nerve, and we'd end up right where we were. I've got a train to catch at dawn, and a reason I can't hold on. Tracks don't bend for hearts like mine, they just run on borrowed time. Whistle blows and I won't look back. Can't keep living on what we lack. Sometimes leaving's the only match when you've got a train to catch. Coffee's cold at the station stand, ticket folded in a shaky hand. Every step feels twice as slow, like my heart don't wanna go. Heard your laugh in the back of my mind, felt your touch one last time. But memories don't buy you peace, they just make it hard to leave. One more minute I'd turn around, so I keep my eyes on the ground. I've got a train to catch right now, and no more space for broken vows. Steel and smoke don't feel a thing, they just carry what you bring. Every mile puts space between the man I was and what I've seen, and I pray this ache don't last as I leave it in the past. Train rolls in like a final call, echoes down that empty hall. Door slides shut, no time to think, just one last breath on the brink. I've got a train to catch today, and a life I need to change. Can't keep standing where loved ones stood when it ain't no longer good. So I ride into the unknown track, leaving pieces I won't get back. And maybe somewhere down that path I won't feel what I feel at last. Back when I was just a barefoot child, chasing dust down a country mile, there you stood in that summer light, like a dream I couldn't quite define. Whole town talked when you walked by, like the sun had dropped from the sky. Boys would stare, men would lose their way. You were beauty in its purest frame. Didn't know then what it all meant,
just knew you were heaven sent. You were the old diamond shining bright. Even time couldn't steal your light. Through the years and the lines it drew, I still see the best in you. They might say that the shine is faded, but they never saw what I did. 'Cause some things don't lose their glow, they just turn into something more. Now I see you on that porch at dusk, silver in your hair, hands worn from trust. I still carry that same old fire, just a little softer, a little wiser. You smiled when you saw me there, like you knew I still cared. Said you've grown into a man just fine, but I still saw you frozen in time. World moves on, but some things stay in a heart that won't fade away. You're still that diamond in my eyes. No matter how the years go by, they can count the wrinkles, count the days, but they can't take what never changed. You were more than a passing flame, more than just a pretty name. Some beauty don't come and go, it just runs deeper than we know. Funny how the world forgets what the heart still won't neglect. They chase gold that fades too fast, miss the ones that truly last. You're the old diamond, strong and true. Time just carved the best in you, and if they don't see what I still see, that says more about them than me. 'Cause I remember who you were, and I see you clearer now. Some lights don't burn out with age, they just learn to glow somehow. Sun went down, but you still shine, like a memory locked in time. And to me you'll always be that old diamond I still see. Saw you sitting by the window side, same old hat, same steady eyes. Years rolled on, but not too far. You still lit that same old cigar. I walked in slow, you looked my way. Didn't smile much, but that's your way. Just nodded once like nothing changed, like time just paused instead of age. No need for words, no need to pretend. Some things don't break, they just bend. You slid a cigar from your old coat sleeve, said, "Sit down, son, don't you leave." No big speech, no grand hello, smoke rising soft and slow. And in that quiet I understood, some bonds don't fade, they just stay good. Ain't no need to say it out loud when it's a cigar from an old friend now. Talk about roads we used to ride, the ones we lost, the ones we tried. Some names came up, some stayed gone like ghosts we carry along. You said, world's still turning the same, but not every man stays in the game. I saw that weight behind your eyes, of truths you never disguise. Ash fell down like time gone by. We didn't ask the reason why. You passed
that flame with a steady hand, like you knew I'd understand. No need to fix what life has done, just share the smoke till the night is gone. And in that silence I found some peace, like the past gave me a brief release. Ain't no words could say it proud, like a cigar from an old friend now. Didn't ask where you'd been all these years, didn't talk about regrets or fears, just let the moment speak its truth, like we did back in our youth. That cigar burned down to the end, like every road we couldn't mend. But something stayed in that quiet night that made the weight feel a little light. No promises, no need to pretend, just two old souls meeting again. And I'll carry that moment somehow, that cigar from an old friend now. Stood up slow, tipped your hat, didn't say much more than that. And as you walked out through that door, I knew what that moment was for.
Midnight crept through a silent street, boots hit dust with a steady beat. No moon above, just a loaded mind, and a line I was about to cross this time. Had his name burned deep in my chest, a score to settle, no second guess. Finger cold on a trigger tight, no turning back from this kind of night. Ain't no law when revenge takes hold, ain't no mercy when your blood runs cold. It was cold-blooded murder in the dead of night. No wrong, no right, just a man in a fight. One shot rang and it split the dark, left a lifetime scar on a single spark. No prayers said, no tears cried, just silence where a man just died. And I knew right then, deep inside, I crossed that line I can't deny. Stepped out slow like he knew my face, didn't even flinch, didn't move an inch. Said, son, you don't gotta do this now, but I was too far gone to turn around. Gun smoke rose like a ghost in air, truth hit hard but it wasn't fair. That man dropped with a look so still, like he forgave me against his will. And still shook, but it wasn't fear, it was the weight settling in right here. It was cold-blooded murder in the pale moonlight, no justice served, no end in sight. Echo of that shot won't fade away, it follows me night and day. No badge, no judge, no court to stand, just blood on the dust and a guilty hand. And I carry it every mile I ride, the truth I can't outrun or hide. Wind don't whisper like it used to do, now it sounds like the man I knew. Every shadow got his face, every step feels out of place. It was cold-blooded murder, plain and true, No story left to twist or skew, just a man who chose that path, now living with the aftermath. No redemption in the trigger sound, no peace where the guilt is found, and every road just leads me back to the moment I can't take back. Sun still rises but it don't feel right. Every day just feels like night, and somewhere in that endless ride, that man still walks by my side.